from the Jackson Citizen Patriot from the year 1994. Pros find the Jackson Open to be an easy target. They came. They competed in a virtual strike-a-rama. And when they left, they did it while grumbling under their breath. The third annual Jackson Senior PBA Open is history. It made some history too, as in the highest low qualifier for match play ever on the PBA Senior Tour. But many of its premier players left hoping for a greater challenge in their next stop in Chicago. To put it bluntly, the professional bowlers had it easy this week. Just how easy was it? All 24 bowlers in the match play field averaged more than Walter Ray Williams Jr. did last year in leading the PBA National Tour. Or consider that 2.5 years ago in a tournament at Lady Lakes, Florida, it took an average of just over 224 to qualify for the 24-man field for match play. No PBA Senior Tour event has had such a lofty qualifying score until this week. Sure, records are made to be broken, but that same score from 1991 would have finished in a four-way tie for 53rd place. Now that's not breaking a record, that's entering uncharted territory. Why have the scores been so high? The PBA has its own person oil the lanes at each tournament. Although the establishment may request the high-scoring or low-scoring condition, the final decision rests with the PBA. Greg Cecilia, manager at Airport Lanes, wanted the PBA to put out a shot conducive to high scores, but he ended up with more than he bargained for. The scores are higher than I expected, said Cecilia, who added that he would rather see scores higher than he expected than lower. I wanted a good scoring shot like we had the last couple of years. I explained the characteristics of the house and what type of things we use. We supplied that type of information. But the bowlers, especially the ones with the top reputations, feel this condition was just too easy. The PBA has a strict policy against its members talking negatively about lane conditions, but privately there were many unhappy bowlers, and not just the guys who did not qualify for match play. The pros want to see a premium put on shot making, and few players had trouble hitting the pocket this week. One pro compared this week's lane conditions to a golf course enlarging the hole to 18 inches, thus taking away the advantage of the better player. Cecilia feels higher scores are what the fans want to see. He tells of an event in Texas where the first day scores were so low that just 10 tickets were sold the next day. The obvious answer is that people want to see high scores, he said. Tournament co-chairman Mel Wolf, who also bowls on the PBA Senior Tour, agrees. Although he said he personally prefers the lower scoring events. You don't want the local league bowlers to outscore the professionals, Wolf said. But I think most of the players on tour, particularly the name players, don't like it when the scores are this high. But it's good for the fans. But is it? Not if it is at the expense of diluting the field, which did not happen this week. Only Joe Fitzsimmons was a surprise in the five-man championship round field. Dave Sutar, Gary Dickinson, and Larry Lobb are PBA Hall of Famers, and Tommy Evans has an incredible track record at Airport Lanes. 11 300 games were bowled this week. If a person was not in the vicinity while one was thrown, they did not even get a chance to see the final few balls. At a lower scoring event, when someone gets a lengthy string of strikes going, word filters throughout the lanes and fans flock to watch. The tour has its tough stops and easy stops every year, and make no mistake, this will be remembered by the pros as a very easy stop. Next week, the scores may be drastically lower. It is a reminder of the control the lane man has over how a house will or will not score. The guys are going to shoot what the lanes allow them to shoot, Wolf said.